Hi everyone, I'm Kira Woods and this is the Lover's card, number 6, Major Arcana. So what do we see in this card? What do you see? Perhaps pause the video and have a bit of a look at the imagery and see if something jumps out at you. Okay, for myself, when I look at this card, I first of all, of course, am drawn to the two naked figures, one male and one female, and the wonderful, large and open and expansive angel with hands or arms that are stretched out above them, sort of that over guiding light. And I note that the male figure is looking at the female, and the female woman is looking at the angel. And when I look at this card, I think of, it's about youth and love, innocence, vulnerability, fertility, vitality, harmony, balance. And so I think of words like commitment and understanding. It could be about a sort of a romantic connection, or it could be a mutual agreement in a working situation. Could indicate some sort of physical attraction or relationship. So it could be about love or sex or passion, or physical chemistry or mutual attraction. It could also be about all the dualities of life and the unions and the importance of balance in a situation or a working relationship. So because even a partnership, it's about that attraction of two parties that come together, maybe around an idea or a project, or just two people who find that they would work really well together and decide to go into business. So, so I think of the symbolism of this card is very much that harmony, cooperation, and unity and commitment. And, I also think about, as I look at this card, I'm wondering, okay, so we've got these two figurines, and, the male energy of this card is very much around that sort of logic and reasoning, while the female energy is very much associated with the desire and passion, and the importance of how, looking at the angel, she's really engaging that on both a physical, earthly realm, but also in a higher spiritual realm. It's also about things like mind and heart, and as I said, so the woman is very much around sort of the heart, and the male the mind, or you could also look at the other dualities of reasoning and passion. And the mediator of the situation is the angel. It's sort of like we have these dualities in life, and our angel, or the angel, the universe, or maybe your higher self, or how you might relate to that part of your higher being, is sort of mediating or helping bring about balance. It could also be between your conscious and unconscious of a situation, or it could be the blessing of two opposing energies coming together in a particular situation. But all in all, this card is very much focused on relationships, and it's acknowledging the separateness of the importance of a relationship or a partnership, as well as the union of the two. So it's almost like this card is saying that there needs to be unique individuality. There's always the masculine and feminine energies in a situation that need to be honoured, as well as the combination of both, which sort of make a third important entity. Also, this card, the Lover's card, is really reminding us of the importance of being responsible for your choices. So it's about choice, but it's also about being responsible for those choices we make. It may represent decisions you need to make about maybe your values and beliefs and ethics, decisions, standards. So it might be indicating a situation where you need to sort of be responsible for the choices you've made, and now makes sort of some decisions around that. It also might be, it could be in a reading, be a situation where you need to face a difficult or tempting choice. And you need to really decide if this direction that you're thinking of going in, or this opportunity that's arisen, is it really in your best interest? Does it fit with your personal model code, or your sense of what is right and wrong, and your ethics and beliefs and values? So it's really just asking you to take a moment to really be clear around the choices that you're about to make, this a union or a relationship that you're going to enter into, or partnership or an agreement, and does it fit with your values and beliefs, and does that therefore bring about your highest best self? I like to also, when I look at this card, when people get in a reading, they just love to see it because it is so light and bright, and it always makes them think, oh great, that's a really positive card. All cards have some positives and also have some challenges around them. But in this card, of course, the angel is wearing a purple robe, and that very much represents that spiritual. It's a spiritual color, and that's identifying it as an angel. The yellow being, of course, about life and purity, and the sun is very much indicating that. So that's shining that life and purity on this union, on this relationship. The blue in the card around the figurines is very much around the emotions and the importance of emotion in our life. And also, as I said, there is that emergence of the duality. The garden that you can see down below is very much around growth and cultivation of both our inner and outer. There is the imagery of the tree of life behind the man, and behind the woman you will see the tree of knowledge. So it's bringing forward that union and importance in our life between the tree of life and the tree of knowledge. There's a serpent in the tree that you might notice, and that's very much about enlightenment and the unconscious, or the wisdom that comes from the unconscious. You may also notice that the angel is sort of maintaining that balance between reasoning and passion, what we've talked about, and the unification of the opposites, therefore. So whether that be the opposites of life of, male, female, yin, yang, black, white, night, day, positive, negative, and there's endless number of opposites that we experience, or dualities in life. The cloud, there's an image of a cloud, you might notice here, is very much the symbol of change. And the question is, what's behind that cloud, and or what is that cloud covering? And that's an important thing to note. There's also a mountain in the bottom of the card imagery, and to me that's around work. All relationships, all partnerships require work and effort, and that's important. And then when we do that work, we get to really get to the top of the mountain and make the most of it. So in a reading, generally speaking, this is a very positive card around opportunity, whether it be to do with relationships or partnerships or financial reward, or, maybe a person is asking about a job offer. It would be, quite an attractive card to get in that situation. It's around if someone's asking about, going into some sort of agreement with somebody around that would be very positive in that situation. It's good for connections, communication. It's talking about there will be balance and harmony, particularly if this card is upright. If a person's asking about romance or some sort of a romantic relationship, it's a very positive indication that things are in balance in that arena. It is also talking about, this card might also indicate that the person has great ability or capacity to see through someone else's eyes, or to walk in somebody else's shoes, to really see the dualities of life, to really embrace the masculine and feminine, so embrace things like, knowledge and reasoning of the male, would also be really tuned to passion and empathy and love of the feminine. If someone was asking about contractual agreements, there's definitely a positive indication in terms of balance in that as well. So all up, it's a light, bright, encouraging card of many good things to come. As I said, it does come with its challenges as well, because with all things, this card is indicating, asking you, do you embrace balance? Are you finding that you are balancing the dualities of life? And if you're not, then there is going to be some challenges or constrictions around that to really get you to become more aware of it. So I hope that was helpful. So that is the number 6 Major Arcana, the Lovers card. And if you'd like to catch up with me, please find me on my website, kirawoods.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Kira Woods Gold Coast or on Twitter at Kira Woods Tarot. Please connect with me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I look forward to catching up with you with my next video. Have a wonderful day.